We back up in this thing, ready to get some on that wax.
Another session with the BrosTalk, where the beer's ice cold. BrosTalk. Another session with the BrosTalk. Come and tell us what you know. BrosTalk.
Yo, what up, world? What up, peoples and peoples out there? It's your boy T Broski. I got my main man King Dano in the building with me, and this is BrosTalk. Hey man, we definitely appreciate this guy, this fella, for coming on as he does weekly.
What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all having me as usual.
You gotta talk to the mic, brother. But yeah, I just gotta.
My bad.
Lando's not here, and we didn't want to, we don't want to pick up the habits, you know what I mean, of the whispering.
Sorry, Lando.
Shouts out to Lando, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, man, how y'all players doing today, man?
Chilling.
Yeah, man.
Keep it simple.
That's all you could go technical and say, like, well, I did this today. This is what I had today. I ate this.
It was hot today, and it's February.
It felt good today, and it was February.
It was hot.
It felt good to me.
Definitely warm for February. 80 degrees.
No. Did it feel good, or was it
82.
hot?
It was hot.
It was warm.
I felt good, personally.
I ain't ready for it.
You're not ready for 82s?
For the 112s.
We ain't even got nowhere like
That's
that.
what I'm
You
saying.
prepare for something that ain't
Just
even
wait
about
till-
to.
If I
fucking
can't handle
April.
the 82s, I can't handle the 112s.
So you don't like the 82s, but
Today, nah, it was ridiculous.
Jesus, okay. You might
Need
want
more
to
time to acclimate. Slowly get warmer.
like a cold-blooded lizard then or something like that, man.
I'll be there.
Nah, man. What? Nah, I need the. This is perfect right here. 82, 67, 68 at night. Ooh, get me excited. You can chill
Yeah,
outside.
it ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, how was your day, dog?
Well, we're not supposed to talk about it on. No, I'm just playing. I worked all day.
Oh, okay. I mean,
At first, everyone was like, "Well, aren't we
What are we
supposed to talk about it on the
about?
podcast?"
Yeah. Like,
you
whoa.
already know that's another thing.
but yeah,
But you got it there. I'm with you.
Yeah.
that's what you had to do.
So I
man.
did that all day.
And there we go.
So yeah, it was a long day, but it was a good day. I still got my work pants on.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I was about to say these boots are made for walking, but apparently these pants are made for working.
That's right.
Yeah, see, like the boots.
I'm with you.
Okay, all right. You know what I mean? I didn't know if you heard me. I just wanted to say because I still think it's pretty cool what I just said. I never heard that nowhere, so yeah,
It's an exclusive.
exclusive shit right there. Nobody's ever heard it. You know what I mean?
Put a patent on that right now.
I mean, I don't know if I can. Can
do
you
it.
do that? Can you patent words?
No, I don't think so.
What like so?
I think
What
it's
do you? How do you?
I think it's like
is it
a-
copyright
Yeah.
that you would do for phrases? Like, shaboing,
Yeah, definitely the wrong
what do you
word to
say?
use.
Whammy on
Yep.
Anchorman.
Or that dude's voice that does the for the announcements.
Yep.
Let's
Bruce
get ready
Buffer?
to rumble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Quarantine.
Yeah.
You gotta
Well, I
put-
mean, I guess. Well, I guess.
What if I can mimic his voice? They're gonna like beat me up.
You can't say it. No, well, no, we'll see you in court.
I just can't.
That's true too.
I just can't make money off it, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
anyone could do it. You just
I
can't.
mean, that's
make
that's
money off
silly.
It, right?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. You can do it at your house all day, but put it on
That's what I'm saying.
YouTube.
Let's just be. Hey, you better not monetize that video.
That's crazy, man. Like his voice is like that. Hey man, but hey man, before we jump in there, work, right? I'm just gonna bring this up.
They put somebody bring your name too.
Uh,
I'm with you.
you got people
1-to-1.
like there's situations where like you can alienate yourself, right? I don't necessarily agree. I can't necessarily say I agree with it, but when you call and can make a complaint on HR, or excuse me, make a complaint with HR, you kind of like alienate yourself. If you're a manager or a supervisor, and you joked with this person, but you may not like hung outside or work with them, but you joke with them, and then they make a complaint, you kind of get the word through the air. Question A, do you treat that person differently? Not necessarily differently, like you don't talk to them, just like maybe you don't say certain jokes with them, or you don't, hey, it's just straight work. And B, do you agree? Well, obviously, I'm not gonna say I do agree with because it's silly for me to ask that next part. But A, would you treat that person differently if and the complaint is not on you, it's just a complaint that's out there.
Like, if you just know that they made a complaint about somebody,
Correct.
no.
You don't treat them any differently. Okay.
I feel like I probably would. I don't know if I'd necessarily alienate them, but definitely would like. I don't know. I guess it would, because to a sense I would feel like I can't joke around with that person, because yeah, they may not complain about me, but at the end of the day, we all telling jokes. I don't know what's going to offend someone and what's not going to. So at risk of, some shit happening, I'm just probably going to not say any jokes around her at all.
Yeah.
And then that may
Well, you
make
said
her
her?
feel.
Jesus.
I thought we already said it was a woman.
I didn't say it was a
I
female.
thought you did earlier, so that's my bad. So this person, male or female,
I'm about to get real, like, company-wise. I hired you to come here and work.
Yeah.
I'm going to go real strict with it. Like, I didn't hire you to come here and tell jokes while you're at work. You come in, you be productive, you go home. That's what I pay you to do.
what if you're the one telling the jokes though?
It don't matter.
I
It's
mean,
my company. I run it how I want to. But if somebody complains, you're telling jokes when it's against policy, whatever rules they have made up, I pay you to come here and be productive. Somebody complaints, you'll be gone. I'll bring somebody else in.
Yeah.
yeah,
But if you guys are business owners, would you want somebody coming in joking all day, or people come in, be productive, and go home?
I mean, to say it like that, you say it like you can't joke and be productive.
Else I would never have gotten a job anywhere.
Like the joking part is a part of being productive also. But you can say that if you joke too much and you're not as productive as others that are joking and productive, or people that are just productive, yeah. But when you say you want somebody to come to work and joke or go be productive and go home, like if that's my options, a 16-year-old goofing off at McDonald's or a steady guy that comes to work and does what he's supposed to do and gets out of there. Yeah, I'm going to choose the guy that comes to work and does what he's supposed to do. But that's not saying that in that light, you're saying it. To me, I'm taking it as that guy, that 16-year-old is not productive. But joking, I'm saying that because joking people can't be productive.
Yes.
I be joking all day,
Yes,
and I'm super
I get you
productive.
to get away from just the productive part. I'm just
No, but in reality, yeah, I'm choosing a productive person over.
If I'm a supervisor and somebody makes a complaint on whoever it is, and it's understandable on based the rules that we all agree to, then no, I'm not treating them different.
Yeah. Well, I think the treat different. I say like I mean, obviously you're saying I know you understand, right? The treating different is coming from the.
Yes.
You might say an inappropriate joke with this individual, and now it's on the degree of you don't really necessarily know. For me, when I say I wouldn't necessarily, I would fall back a little bit, based off, especially if it's not an outside of work friend, right? And we put that out there earlier, it's not outside of work friend. I'm going to fall back a little bit because I have to understand that, okay, this person, what I see in my face may not be what is written down on a piece of paper and presented to everybody else. Because you may act like, oh, man, it's everything cool. And I may say whatever joke, and it's a joke to me. You laugh, we laugh, and then you go back and say something that I'm offensive or I was, So to me, that's a double-edged sword. So for me, to protect myself, I'm going to fall back a little bit. That's where that whole thing comes from. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're talking just straight work, like, cause I got people that I work with that is just straight, just straight work. You know what I mean? And then I got people that I work with that, yeah, we definitely talk about stuff that if the wrong person, the right person hears it, like, you can get in trouble for it. And it's not like, I mean, whether it's jokes or you know what I mean, just the content that we speak about, because anything could be, what would you say, like, if somebody's in earshot, it can be considered offensive, right? So in that degree, we may be talking about an interview that somebody was saying online, and like, oh man, you remember this or seen this, and it may be offensive to somebody. So like that degree of it, cool. And I understand the HR part, right? The problem that I have with the whole situation is, you can get so alienated to a place where you don't have a job just because you felt like you need to stand up for whatever it is you that happened to you, whether it's you know racism or sexism or whatever it is. Like, that's the part where for me I have a problem with. Like, this guy's getting, to me from the outside looking in, this guy's getting alienated to a point where he's gonna get weeded out, and it's his fault because he did what he did, but it's also not necessarily his fault because he felt like that's what he needed to do to protect himself and make sure that he's treated fair and equally. But also, if it doesn't go your way, so to speak, like if you don't win the battle, then you're just out there. And that's what I mean by alienated. So, I don't even know why I brought this up. I mean, I brought it up because it's just it just bothers me looking on the outside looking in, from the outside looking in. That's where it just bothers me to know that you can do the right thing in your world and still be treated like a bad guy. Now, I will say this. He did buck the system because he didn't go the correct chain of command. He definitely went past somebody before addressing it with them. So then that person gets wind of it like...
Is it open door policy?
Yeah.
I go to whoever I want to.
Well,
I can go to whoever I want to in fear of this happening.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you do this way, it shouldn't be any...
Yeah.
Repercussions behind it.
That's why if I was in a position of leadership, I wouldn't look at that person different. Because this is just... I stepped up to this position to abide by these bylaws or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So whether I'm getting paid a little more responsibilities.
Yeah.
So my responsibilities might be less work, but more of, hey, I got to be open to this is a complaint. So it might be less physical work, but I got paperwork behind it.
Yeah.
So that's why if I was in that position, no, I wouldn't treat the employee any different.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, if you got an issue, state your issue, man. You know what I mean? Don't hold it in, because some issues got to get fixed, and that's the way to fix them, is you put it out there. That's one thing that I'll say that they say a lot around my way is, y'all wait to the last second to say something. And then you want something like drastic to happen off of this one thing. And it's not necessarily this one thing. You're mad about everything else, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it. So say something. See something, say something. I guess that's what they would say. But anyways, hey man, first topic, All-Star game, dunk contest, 3-point contest, the styrofoam belts Steph Curry got.
Yeah, they looked at
that shit was crazy.
For real.
That shit was terrible. That shit was like one of the WWE belts that you buy in Walmart.
Yeah.
Like for $14.99. I swear to God.
Exactly how they look.
And they took that off and put like Steph Curry. Like it was crazy. But what y'all think about it overall? The 3-point contest, you thought it was pretty dope? I mean, obviously, I think the 3-point contest has always been dope. I think the dunk contest was like at one point in time like the shit. Like that's what you go to. But based off of recent dunk contests and what's going on, and thanks to Vince Carter, 3-point contest is like the most highlighting thing for me when it comes down to those skilled athletes events. What do y'all think? Nope.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. I just The All-Star weekend to me, like all the events were great. Like sometimes you're not gonna have a good dunk contest.
Yeah.
We go Vince Carter, but then you see people talk about Aaron Gordon, Zach Levine. So sometimes it takes a while to get a generational. But all that is ended up with what the All-Star game was.
Excuse me.
And that was a little bit of competing, a little bit. Now it's just walk up and shoot the shot, shoot the three.
Yeah. I mean, well, in the
So that's how I looked at it. Like I thought the events did what they did, but when you get to the All-Star game, which is the grand finale, and you watch that, you're like, no, because you watch them compete tough in the 3-point contest, and then the Steph and Sabrina 1-on-1, that was new. Skill challenge and all that, you watch them, but that All-Star game was just,
yeah.
But 3-point contest was the best event.
For me, it was.
Yes,
I mean, I think
for
the
me
dunk
it was.
contest is
You think it's
beyond
toast?
trash.
You think it's toast?
Yeah, I think Vince Carter ruined that single handedly. I think he
You
ruined.
just can't
I
top it.
think
You
he set a bar, yeah.
Yeah, like that is
was
the
good,
greatest.
But it wasn't as good as Vince Carter's.
Yeah,
dunk.
bro, it's the greatest dunk contest ever to me, ever seen. Whether you can go back to when it started to right now, currently, the dunks that he did, the time that he did them, the way that he did them, the one take Jakes that he was on, like this ain't. Oh, I'll go up there, dunk. Oh, let me try that again, dunk. This is. Let me get that.
Got it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh snaps, what the. Oh, you know what I mean? Like this is crazy shit that he's doing. So for me, the dunk contest is, you know, what I mean? And the fact that they don't even have like, and it's not about the names for me. Like homie on the station, his argument was LeBron James and
They try to blame LeBron James for the dunk contest. Yeah.
saying that he should do it and all these other people should. I don't think the names really
He didn't
matter.
say anybody else. He said LeBron James.
Well, what I'm saying,
he said once he stopped doing it,
everybody else stopped.
declined to do it. Everybody else said, "Why didn't they do it?" But LeBron James only speaks. What my argument was, he only speaks for himself. Like he's not telling everybody else, "Hey man, don't do the dunk contest." He's saying, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, and to me, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it has to be a big name that does the dunk contest. Like, you can do any big dunker. They just got to be exciting dunks. Like that's all it is. And if you're jumping over, like Shannon Sharp, Casanat, they do 3 feet. He sit down in the chair. He 1.5 feet. Like the joke is he's so short, but I understand in the reality of what Jaylen Brown did at that dunk, it was super. It was a viral moment for Casanat, right? He's sitting down on the NBA floor, streaming, watch an NBA player jump over his head, dunk on TV, and you're streaming. It's a double whammy for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a dope situation for that, right? I dig that. But the dunk itself was whack. He jumped over him, he dunked, and then covered his eyes after he made the dunk. Like, that was whack. That's whack.
Yeah.
Like, literally, to me, that's a 6.
So can we talk about the judging system?
The judging system, I think that
Maybe if they went like a gymnastics type thing, or the dude who does the pizza reviews, like it might be amazing, but once you set it at a 9.5, like, or you give a perfect 10 to this dunk, like what if he does something better? And not leaving yourself in no wiggle room.
yeah, well, I think
So
they
not
should
every
be.
dunk is a 50.
Well, everybody's up
should
there.
be
They
one
friends
shot.
with these. Like, you're talking about Dominique Wilkins. This
Yes.
dude is a legend in the game.
Yep.
So all these young players, they're going to go up and shake your hand. Hey, bro, it's a legend. Nice to meet you. You're gonna know these guys. They're gonna look up to you, or they may not be your exact peers, but as an NBA player, they're your peers, or you're OG to them, or something like that. Like, let us do it. Shouts out to the NBA. Let us do it. I think that we'll make better calls, bro, because you may come out with a 38 dunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may come out like that, bro. It may happen. I'm that dunk that you dunked and you're like, oh my God. It's like, nah, bro, that's definitely a smooth 40.
Yeah, like the through the legs was a 10 when it first happened. But
Exactly.
Now you guys are recreating it, then it drops in value.
It drops. But if you're holding it to that value as an NBA player, just like, oh man, he can And I don't know if they're doing this, but to me, I seen Jaylen Brown jump over Kai, dunk the ball, and then cover his eyes like that. And people, bro said he dabbed. When we watched it live, bro said he was dabbing. Oh, he's just dabbing. To me, that's trash.
No,
Either
I'm saying
way,
that as a joke. Yeah, like he was definitely trying to do the D Brown, but we look at it, that boy hit him with the dab.
so for
He
me,
wanted to act like he wasn't watching. No, that's a dab.
Yeah.
bro, and that's trash. And they gave him like a 47 or something like that for that dunk.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a 38.
Because the fans showed up, like, that's when the big name comes in. Like, we can't get anybody there. Okay, let's try to put somebody out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Because it's a numbers game.
and what's buddy that won McClung. He did. Now one thing I'll give him is he hopping. He
Well, you can go get the best dunkers around and put on a better show than that.
That's what I'm about to say. Like he's hopping, but I think it's just more of the. Not to sound this way, but I think it's more of the white boy doing these type of dunks that everybody's like, oh my God, it's so crazy because.
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Or he just came up in that wave of social media dunkers. But he was the one that went to college. He's the one that became draft eligible. And
Yeah.
they could look at it as a business, like, okay. We might have all been a crew, but I did the things to check the boxes for me to get this opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him for it because he is in the G League, right?
Yes, and he's played in the NBA.
Yeah, so for me, like as an athlete, you've reached the pinnacle. So for you to not even say necessarily step down to only do this or to showcase your skills here, I'm not saying that's a knock at him. For me, I just think that the dunks that he do, I think they're good dunks, but anybody could do them to a certain extent, right? Just like every other dunk that I've seen. That's why the dunk contest to me isn't like super exciting. And it shouts out to him because he did. Well, he got a 50. He got a 50 his last dunk. I want to say it was.
50s ain't been. I'm with you. 50s ain't been 50, but I'm with you though. Like that. This just the new thing. Like,
Yeah.
but you can line up the greatest dunks of all time, and they're not up there. That's what I'm saying. They just do loosely.
Yeah.
Say, oh, perfect. It's all about selling tickets.
Yeah. So speaking of selling tickets, the All-Star game, where they was like 209 or something, 206, 211 to 178 or something.
Yeah.
What y'all thought about that, man? The game obviously was all threes. They was yakking and smacking. Damon Lillard hit 2 from the half courts, just walking down court and just smacking shit.
Yeah, Cat had 50 shooting threes.
Yeah.
Much. I watched it and it was just a warm up.
Is it not exciting to watch basketball like
That's
that?
exactly what I thought of.
Yeah,
A
no,
warm up.
Before the basketball game when everyone's just kind of shooting around. There's no defense really. You know, that's why I like, you know,
and we getting
back
loose.
when Kobe was in the All-Star games, like he actually was like, no, like I'm gonna play. I'm competitive. I want to win. And like everyone was like, nah, you're supposed to just take it easy. He's like, fuck that.
Yep, that's the year D Wade broke his nose.
Yeah, the competitive part. Okay, so the competitive part. We'll touch on this. Is some people I said I want to say it was Kendrick Perkins that was talking about it. I don't know if it was him, but don't quote me. But pretty much saying that the NBA players, there's no incentive for them to play. They don't get paid extra if they win. So like if you incentivize them extra $500,000 a player to the East or the West or whoever wins, then there's an incentive for them to actually play basketball versus going out there and performing like they did. Again, I think the smacking of threes is dope. I think maybe not, jumping in front of them and letting somebody just smash it like a Ja Morant come down. Well, you can get in front of him. In a real game, I'm going to get in front of him, take the charge or cause a foul or jump with him or something. In this, I might, jump at him and let him do his thing. I think that's what the All-Star game is for. You know what I'm saying? To
showcase only offensive skills?
No, I think it's for to allow the exciting parts to happen. But even back in the day, like it still was defense being played. Like if you came down here sloshing, like, and I could strip it from you, I'm gonna strip it, throw it down court. Homie might sit down there a second, wait till I run up, toss it up, and watch me, and everybody, you know what I mean? Like it's still exciting, but it's 88 to 92. You know what I'm saying? That's the end score. Because at one point in time, everybody gonna be sweating where it's like, hold on, yak, and it's like, they trying to win.
Yeah.
Maybe, and that's what I say. Maybe the money would incentivize that though.
What when you go money incentivizing, like it used to be like when you made All-Star, it meant something.
Yeah.
So like,
You don't think it means nothing now?
We all might be free agents, but that's where the incentive comes in. We all might be free agents. Back in the day, an All-Star will get paid more. Or even if we were staying on the same team, we all got to resemble our team. I'm an All-Star. I can ask for more. But now they pay based on potential. So you might not ever make an All-Star, but they got to have so many max players on the before you start getting taxed and stuff like that. So guys go there and it doesn't mean anything to them. But the incentive should be, why max out a player and he's never made an All-Star? Right? You get a max contract money. He's never been an All-Star. Shouldn't that be reserved for All-Stars? And when you get in the All-Star game, you're All-Star MVP, it means more. Like, let's make it mean more. But that's changed from back in the early 90s when it meant, hey, he's a 3-time All-Star. He can request this type of money.
Okay, so based off what you're saying, as a business, I would say no to that because you're talking long-term earning. You're talking contractual long-term money that's going to allow that player to get paid more. I'm saying incentivize this game right now to make them give us a better show. Which if I had the option, I would go with what you're saying as a player. I would say with what you're saying because I think that's a way better option for the players. If you not necessarily like, hey man, you get $100, you get $1 million for making the All-Star team or whatever, like, but whatever the incentive is, but I'm going to get more because I am an NBA All-Star from 2023 or 2020, whatever year. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get paid more if me and you go. You're All-Star. I'm an All-Star. He's not.
Yes.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah, naturally.
I go in any
course I
entertainment
would,
business. Like if we're looking at basketball as entertainment, if you won the EGOT, you can request more money than the next person.
Yeah.
If you won an Emmy or whatever, that's your ability. These are badges, rewards, stuff that you earn.
Yeah, but once you
I earn this All-Star, I should be able to request more money.
But yeah, okay, cool. But once you make
That's your incentive.
But once we make it there, the game's still not going to be exciting because there's no incentive to play either. Like you made it there.
Now,
like I got the badge. Like you're saying, I got the badge. Everybody know me.
The badge is coming. But now I know that I'm able to get here and show that I'm the best out of all the people you think are the best. I got best actor, or I got rapper of the year, or album of the year.
So you don't
top notch.
So you don't think that the best players are in the All-Star game?
Do I think best players in the All-Star? No.
Okay. So it's more of a...
Yeah, so if you look at it to be competitive, like it used to be the best players win the game. Yeah. But it changed. So it went from players wanting to work that, like in the early basketball, like they wasn't handing out max contracts like this. Now, like I said, you can get a max contract and not ever make an All-Star. They're just giving out the money.
I'm trying to think of somebody that did that has a max contract that hasn't made the All-Star.
Zion? No, he made it his first year.
Again, I definitely understand what you're saying. I just think that the All-Star game itself, like based off what you're saying, it's incentivized on the contract level. It still doesn't entice the players to play in the game. It's just like the football All-Star, like when they tried to put it like midway through the season, and it's like, what are we doing? Like you're gonna make an All-Star play midway through the season, and I still have games. What if my team is on the verge of losing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I need these next 2 games to win? So you're not gonna get the best out of me. I'm gonna go out here. I made it. Hoorah. Yeah. But you're not gonna get the best performance out of me. I'm coming out here, I'm playing around. I might be in church shoes. You know what I'm saying? Goofing off out here because you're not gonna get it. That's why I think like you have to incentivize them currently, at that moment. Like, hey, y'all win this game. Whoever wins this game, every player and whatever gonna get X amount of dollars. And that's how you're gonna say, okay, cool. Because at the end of the day, there's people on the team that 500,000 is still a lot of money to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know any NBA player that's just been like, oh, 500,000 that ain't on like a game. Like, hey,
No
man,
thanks.
yeah, it's cool, bro. Like, oh, I'm cool. I
For
don't,
free? No.
Yeah, like all I gotta do is win this game. Like, and this is all stars. This ain't, bums on the team. These are all stars. So all we gotta do is win the game. I get an extra 500,000 on top of what I'm already getting paid for this. Nah, I'm good.
You keep the money, but I'll play.
Yeah, yeah. Like, come on, man. So for me, that's where I think
Love the game.
That's where the incentive comes in for me. Like, that's where you have to incentivize them to play. But I definitely think that the 3-point thing is a new thing. Not new, but I think that's a big thing now. Is going down and just smacking threes from a distance is like just
That's how they play now.
the Curry effect, man.
Yeah.
is real.
Best
You know what I
shooter.
mean? And people just want to yak that, and then you got people like Lillard that come through and nail them.
Yeah.
You got Trey Young come through and nail some shit. I mean, he's closer, but you got Trey Young that come through and nail some shit. It's like, as a kid, you watch that, yeah, that's dope. And I think the back and forth is cool. So like, if you go down, you nail a three from regular 3-point. I go down, I nail one. You go down, you nail one from 2 feet back. I go down, I nail one from 5 feet back. Like, all this in the All-Star game, and now it's like, let's just see who's gonna miss it first. Like that type of game, that to me, I dig it. But the whole game,
Yeah.
that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So like I mean, I'm pretty sure they still got all their views and everything. As for like, sponsorship dollars and everything. But as a fan, I would say, pay them. Let's pay them and let's make this just make this shit live, man. Let's make it interesting. I'm not saying anybody got to go out there and try to undercut nobody or Draymond Green somebody, but
you can pay them, they still not perform. Like, it's just the fact that it's a want and a need. It's not happening anymore.
yeah. But I'm saying if I offer you more money to come to work, then
But
if you get paid your regular salary to stay at home or come to work and I'll pay you more, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna come to work, get paid more.
Yeah.
Versus staying at home and get paid the
the
same.
same effort. Should we here on a holiday?
Okay.
Ain't nobody here.
But I got to put it.
Chill, Dad.
It's the opponent aspect that it really.
Chill, Dad.
It's the So that's not a good one.
Give me that money.
Yeah, I guess that's not a.
I don't know. I like the idea of something to incentivize them.
Definitely.
If all I'm saying is they give the money out, there's nothing. Like I said, it used to mean something because you got to pay them in money, but they give max players that don't make it.
Well, it's the winners. To give the winners the money, extra
It's not even
money.
that. It's the fact that all of us we're proving that we're the best players in the league.
Yeah, that's why we're at the All-Star game.
Yep. So if I'm a free agent, I just made the All-Star, I can ask for more money. They're looking at me to say, hey, we want to get this All-Star on our team.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. It's not that anymore. So there's no incentive to play. Like, it don't matter. I decline this shit. I'm still going to get it. I can decline. If I'm Kyrie Irving, I can decline every year and still get the max money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
And
you're
not prove it
talking.
against the
But
best
now
of
you
the
get
best.
max plus. You get the maximum, and you get $500,000 on top of
It's
it.
no different than saying, like, you get your super max is if you won an all NBA team.
Yeah, but you're talking.
Or,
You're
I'm
talking contractual.
yes.
But we're
Yes.
talking game wise. Like this,
Yeah, but
this
I'm talking, okay, yeah, you get 500,000, but
for
if I'm
winning this
able-
game.
yes,
You don't
but-
think that's going to incentivize people to want to play and want to win?
no, I think that
I do.
if I'm able to, for instance, you can't be a Supermax player unless you've made all NBA on either teams, all NBA, first team or second team, defense, whatever. If you include All-Star into that, you'll get more people trying to play tough in there.
Play tough and where? In
The
the
All-Star
regular
game.
How? How do you that's what I'm saying. Like if you make the All-Star game, you can get this. But that has nothing to do with the All-Star game. Once I'm already selected, I've already done it. It's done. So I can also, like you said, decline at that point. I don't want to play.
But they didn't make it. So what I'm saying is,
Or if I just go and just sit on the bench. Like it doesn't. All we come out there and we do this. We do the same thing that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to avoid, right? We're all trying to avoid the no defense, straight offense. I can't say shit show,
Just
but
a back and forth shooting game.
just
no, we're not asking for a sweaty game. We're asking for
a competitive game.
at least look. Go back to the Elam rule. The Elam rule. That was real competitive basketball. Like no matter what, they might do bullshit. Once they say you need this much to score, both teams locked in. I think that ran that for 3 years, maybe 4. That was nobody complained about the game. They took that away and it's back to this shit.
Okay,
you want to compete.
Okay, and you have
And
to
that
break
was
that
no
down
money
though. Break
involved.
that down. The actual rule itself.
The Elam rule is based on the TBT tournament. Or it was a guy who said, like, so for instance, if we hit a target, so let's say the target number is 89. Once you hit 89, you got to get so many points. We'll go 15. Then we'll go 20. You get 89, right? So you got to score 20 points. It's a certain number that they have. I don't know off the top of my head. So the next person, so the target number to win the game is 109. Regardless of how many you have, how many I have. I hit the set number, bam. Now we got to get this much to win the game. So we got, and it got real competitive during those because they're like, oh shit, okay, now we could play defense.
Yeah.
Now they're still shooting the bullshit, but now we're playing defense on it.
But that's a way to incentive and it doesn't have no money based on it. It's just
gave them a will to want to play tough.
Yeah, and that's all. I think that's all that everybody would ask for is some people. I personally haven't heard nobody say that they enjoyed it to where it's like, oh man, that was just dope to watch that game like that. The most I've heard is just people complain about how many shots was put up. Not necessarily in like, oh man, they should have been making more shots. It's just like there was no defense being played.
Yeah.
You know, and then just like the point you made earlier, and me and King Daniel had this conversation off camera was, so you got a defensive all-star. What is he not supposed to play defense?
Yeah. He won't make it now.
You know what I mean? So like, what is he supposed to do though? Like, if he comes there, he's not. I made it here because of my defense. I'm just supposed to let y'all cut up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, and then if I do play defense hard, it's like, oh, chill. What's this guy's deal? Why is he like? Nah, bro. This is
back in the day. You can be the best defender in the league.
Yeah.
And make the All-Star, and it meant something.
Yeah, because then it would be.
Now it's just fan votes and who we think's popular. You might be the best defensive player. Ben Wallace is not making All-Star in the last 10 years, based on how basketball is being played and voted for.
No, because he don't score enough points.
But he's a defensive menace.
Yeah, hell yeah. But he don't score enough points to be considered what they would want to see in that game. Because he coming in there swat shit.
And Dennis Rodman wouldn't be a Hall of Famer.
Which is crazy.
If he played this year, because nobody back. Oh, he's grabbing rebounds. He's a DeAndre Drummond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting 22 a game.
Yeah. Nasty with it too.
Yep. So it's
a different game.
Yeah, it's a different game. Like we don't want you guys to come here and play defense. Shoot it. Matter of fact, we're not in the All-Star game because we play defense.
Yeah.
Negative 5,000 for anyone playing defense.
Negative 5,000. Jesus Christ.
$5,000 fine.
Most of the time in the game, I'm going off muscle memory. I'm stepping back on that wing. You're supposed to be guarding that.
Boy said no.
You won't play no defense either. We are offensive players.
Sorry, I jumped for the ball.
Hands off. Hands off, man.
It's your turn.
Hands off. I ain't touching nothing out there. You know what I mean? But ultimately, the event, obviously, it was. I'm not involved, so I would say it was a success. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the winners. Shouts out to who won the 3-point, Damian Lillard.
East won the All-Star, Damian Lillard, Matt McClung.
And he won the MVP or whatever for the game, too.
Damian Lillard, yes.
Steph
That
Curry
means nothing.
won the little thing between.
I don't know who won the skill challenge. I know Jalen Rose's team won the Future Stars.
Yeah.
I don't know who won the skills.
And shouts out to Steph with the foam belt, man. That shit was crazy. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
I didn't see
That belt looked terrible.
That
It
shit,
might not be a foam.
that was foam.
but on TV, yeah, that definitely gave the image of foam. Like,
That was 100% foam.
yeah, like
It couldn't. There was no metal on that. That was pure plastic. It's crazy,
yeah,
It's like, how much money is involved
$15,
here? You know,
bro.
like that?
If that,
15.
like, I'm pretty sure.
Hey man, y'all went over here to Party City.
Yeah,
It was a
and-
last second idea. That is a good idea. Go get one.
like, you think you can make that now? I'm making it in 15 minutes, bro. Like, what? All right.
You got some leather?
Yeah, bro. No leather. No, don't even get that expensive.
It's straight foam.
You got recycled trash? Put it in this shredder machine. We're gonna dye it black, and it'll be all right.
Get
Like,
some glue and just.
bro, that shit was crazy. Like, and I was
mold
sitting there
it.
like, what? Like, what are we? Like, and he got it on his shoulder. Like, dude, come on, man. Like, I know, bro. Said he gonna leave it in. He gonna leave it in his locker room. Hey, Steph, you forgot this. Like, oh, no, it's all good.
That's a lie.
And then they had quick question, and in that shooting contest, they was talking about. I think the girls had a smaller ball.
Yeah,
And she shot from the same spot. I don't know if she shot from the same spot,
yeah, shot from the same spot as Steph.
but she had a smaller ball.
Yeah,
Is that fair?
yeah. It was
Wait, hold
explain
on,
why
hold
it's
on.
fair.
Yeah.
Well, she explain it again. I'm sorry, I missed the very beginning of it.
So she shot with Steph in the 3-point contest. It was her versus him. She's the best shooter.
That's right.
He's the best shooter. So they head to head, male versus female.
But she got to use a smaller ball. Is that fair?
Yeah. Now the smaller ball, will say it's a WNBA size ball. It's not like
Still small ball.
I want her to cheat. Like, you know what I mean? It's nothing like that. It's just a WNBA size ball.
Right.
So in my thought process, is it fair? It's partially, yeah, okay, cool.
I'm about to smoke that.
She shot from the same distance, which their arc is a little bit closer. So, the lighter ball, the smaller ball, the closer distance. She's shooting from a farther distance. Okay, but for me, I just like, okay, I think y'all should have shot with the same ball, personally. She shot the same. That's just me personally. Would it have made a difference? I don't know. But I just think they should have shot with the same ball. Steph could have shot with the smaller ball. Maybe he would have missed more shots. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of understood that that's the ball that women play with, so that's the ball she plays with every single day.
Yeah.
And then that's the ball that he plays with every single day. So to me, it's already kind of caveated in there, like, all right, they're going against each other, but it may be different if they use the same ball. But I don't think it's that big a deal.
It's not. It's really not.
I don't think it's a problem. Like,
It's really not. For me personally, to me, just make the shit even all the way through. That's all I'm saying. And it's really not that serious at all. But
still,
yeah, just even it out.
you want equality, follow through.
Through and through, man. That's all. That's it.
I'd go a different route on that. It's the same. You can go as boxing. Like, we take this class, we'll meet in the middle somewhere. So you give a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was great competition. Thought it was fun. She didn't have to use. I don't think the ball affected anything. It's just, hey, this is what we agreed the deal for shootout.
No, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's really not.
Like, if you enter a man's contest or a women's contest, like, for instance, I think that if a WNBA player wanted to enter a 3-point contest, she would shoot the same exact things as what's entered in the contest. It's whoever it is, you got 5 racks, and you shoot from this distance with this size ball. When we're doing a challenge or a duel, we make our own rules and then go based on that.
Yeah. Well, I just to clarify, I definitely understand the whole. You're bringing the best from her world, like you said. Like that's her world. They're bringing her over here not to necessarily beat Steph in the world of his basketballs. She's a beast at her shooting in her world with her basketball. Steph's a beast at his shooting in his world with his basketball. So they're bringing those two. And correct me if I'm wrong. This is like the first time that's ever happened, where the male versus female shoot off or something like that.
Yeah, they had in tennis the female versus the male.
Yeah, but I'm saying basketball. This is the first time this has ever happened. I think this is like that meshing, not necessarily the meshing of the WNBA, but this is how you align them kind of together to the point where the next NBA thing, it may be female all-stars in the game. You know what I'm saying? Playing with the male all-stars. You know what I mean? With a male sized ball.
They better not play no defense.
He's like, oh no, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like not necessarily males versus female, but just
right, just sprinkle a female in there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
maybe 10 people on the team, 5 male, 5 versus 5, 5 males east, 5 males west, 5 females east, 5 females west, like that.
It's like a co-ed game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I'll take co-ed over what we had last week.
What do you mean?
Oh,
You talking about over the 200 game or whatever? Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I think that'd be dope.
I think that would give more of a we want to win. Yeah, I think I'd take that over what we had.
You heard it here first.
Or even if it doesn't, we gotta switch it up for whatever it is we watch.
Yeah,
we gotta switch that up.
So you heard it here first on Bros Talk. What's his name? You know, buddy. Star Trek guy. I was talking about the Adam Silverman. He looked like Star Trek. The dude from the dude from Star Trek, Captain.
Yeah.
A walking Professor X.
Yeah.
Charles Xavier. He looks like a walking Professor X. Cause you know when he was walking, he had hair. He was young. This guy. This is the Professor X that
he's
had.
Never walked today.
Yeah.
He's bald. Yeah, his skin is bald.
This is the Professor X that Magneto's controlling because he got metal in his legs. Speaking of.
Oh yeah, well.
Go ahead.
The MCU, they're changing the Avengers names on the Kang Dynasty.
They're what?
They're changing the movie that was the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. They're renaming that.
Oh.
Looking to go a different direction.
Oh.
Yes, I think Daredevil and X-Men and Fantastic Four plays a major part into how much money they'll make in the next 10 years.
I think that's gonna be a good movie.
I think they have to come fresh with that, and Daredevil's gonna lead the way.
But who's playing Wolverine?
It doesn't matter who plays.
Oh, it does.
No.
It definitely
right now,
does.
it's Hugh Jackman's playing in Daredevil.
That's the one I want.
All this does is we introduce a multiverse to where we see the young X-Men.
Yeah, now you can bring in, yeah.
It don't matter who you got as Wolverine. Like, you just pick anybody and have good writing. Now, it could be terrible. But motherfuckers, they're going to love the X-Men for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And they have to be able to use Daredevil to break it down into a more PG-13, some might be rated R.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I like the rated R's. I like the rated R superhero movies just
you
because.
have to go that way because the child audience is losing it. They're losing interest in. So now you have to go back to your diehards.
Yeah, which is adults now.
Yes. Like
yeah.
You go 10 years, think about that, 2014. You know what I'm saying? Those people are adults. They're not worried about watching PG movies anymore.
Yeah.
I heard
unless they make good ones.
I was in a store the other day.
A couple out there.
Yeah, and a girl and her mom's behind me. And the girl said, "Mom, you was born in the 1900s?"
She's trying to be funny.
I'm in front of the lady, and it hit me. Like, God.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah, like,
That's
so
the truth.
Fucked up, man.
Oh, God, that's the truth.
Yeah, like, God.
It's kids, man.
That's the truth. It happens that way.
1900s.
1900s.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. Is she lying? I mean, you can say late.
No, you don't have to.
It's just the fact that it's
No, you can say it's late.
No, you don't
any
have to.
hundreds that weren't the hundreds we're in. It's like
Well, I mean, I say everybody born. Well, I can't say that because my kids are born that way, so I'm not even gonna say everybody born in 2000 is stupid. Then how about that?
No, they're the adults. They making the rules right now.
fits.
No, they not. They making a.
They
I don't
hip
know what
hop.
they doing, but yeah, nah, man. 1900s is crazy, but I would say late. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna stick it
Yeah,
out
but
there
if
like
you're a
that.
kid in the 2000, you trying to get it off.
Get it off, and then I'm gonna lock my door.
That shit hurt.
You ain't got no key to get in my house. 1900 that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Figure out how they got.
Yeah, figure out how they live in the 2000s without no house.
I bet you not use no credit card.
Yeah. Put a rotary phone out there and a
Yeah.
checkbook.
911.
Rotary phone and a checkbook.
Yeah, bro. Oh, no.
Lost.
Yeah.
Everything you need to survive right here.
Right here.
You can order food. You can buy
Whatever you
anything
need.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
Right
order
here.
food
You just
back
gotta
then.
figure it out.
Just gotta figure that out.
Only thing you ordered back then was pizza and Chinese food. Nobody else to deliver.
That's food.
That's it.
You better order it. But you got
You're
feet.
going to.
With that checkbook and with that phone,
Yep.
you can
Man.
do it all. You can
My
conquer it
parents
all,
would
man.
give that to me as a kid. That would backfire.
For real.
Oh, no. They left $20 bill. Back then, you get you 4 pizzas.
Man, for real, $5 was it Pizza Pro? Man, that's my shit.
Man.
Pizza Pros was the shit. I remember I ate Pizza Pros one time. It was so cheesy.
Yeah.
Like this, it was still cheesy.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cheese was going down and it's still in my throat, still connected to the pizza.
like the Anthony's
Man,
pizza,
that was
man.
almost death.
Motherfucker, Anthony's pizza.
Oh man, I got pizza one time. This guy, he's like, first of all,
Getting
they have coupons. Like it was like a drink and a slice of pizza for like $1.50.
Yeah.
So, and this is like Anthony's Pizza. There's decent pizzas, man. So I'm like, cool. This is lunch. You go to lunch every day up there. Something cool. Bro comes with like, man, here you go. Stack. Like you can't use this in a year. You know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy. Like dang, I'm looking for ones and twos of them.
No, every day.
Like I'm looking like, oh man, you got to look through the thing and try to find it. No, this gives me a
Every
stack
day.
of them. So I'm like, cool. Man, I go up there one day, like, man, I'm on the way. He's like, all right, cool. I'm about to get this pizza and it's fresh. Cool. Come through. He said, hey, that pizza fresh is just out the oven.
When bro get there, I cut it. And you know you're supposed to cut it even.
Yeah.
Pizza hanging out the box,
Now bro get it.
hanging out the slice.
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. Get my little pizza, get my drink. Man, I picked that pizza up. I'm like, man, it looked good. Cheese.
Yeah.
It got this pepperoni right on there, just
Yeah.
cupped up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Bite into it.
That shit cheesy.
Pepperoni was actually the tentacle from
Yes.
a octopus.
Yes.
Sucked itself to the top of the roof of my mouth and
Yeah.
burnt my shit. I had a ring around in the top of my mouth of like a whelp,
I tell that boy.
It was
I-
hot.
Can't get it off.
Man,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
and it was
yeah.
hot. I couldn't use my tongue to flick it off because it was too hot, and it was just sitting there on my mouth. And the cheese underneath was hot. Man, it was a crazy situation.
Freshly made. That shit.
I'm like,
good.
dang, why you ain't tell me it was hot, bro?
Freshly
Why didn't you tell me there's octopus on it?
Like, golly.
And I cut him a third of that bit. Yeah, we gonna make
Why wouldn't you say like, hey, bro, don't bite into that?
It, we gonna
You
make
just say, hey, man, it's fresh. Cool. It should be. As it should. As it should. Like, cool.
when you was there, I cut it when you was there, brother.
I don't know when you took it out. I just see like,
Cut it. Get you that.
and the box was hot.
Man, he did say it's fresh.
That means fresh.
Cut.
Fresh and hot is two totally different things.
But-
how you say spicy?
It's spicy.
Well, I'm saying like if somebody says hot honey,
Yep.
what kind of honey is that? Spicy honey,
Spicy honey. That's what I would think.
or is it warm honey, like the actual hot, like it's actual?
I guess I would have to try and use context, but just someone saying hot honey, I would think like spicy honey.
You would think that
Yeah.
on a pizza?
If someone said hot honey on a pizza,
Yep.
I would assume that you want like honey on the edge of the.
Spicy
I
honey?
don't know what the hell.
Spicy
what the
honey?
hell?
Spicy honey or what?
Nobody
hot.
specified where they wanted that. They just said hot honey on the pizza, and
Yeah,
you
you
said,
can't
"Oh,
specify.
see,
Yeah.
you want it on the crust."
edge because I'm not putting it on the cheese. I'm not a criminal.
Well,
The
criminal
hell?
or not, do you think if they say hot honey on a pizza, you think it's spicy or just warm?
Drizzled honey on
I
there.
guess I would ask. And if there was just a machine telling me, like,
Oh,
printed
yeah.
out an order where it
Good
said it, I'd
question,
just
man.
go with, well, you're going to get some fucking honey on it because I don't have spicy honey. Unless
I
we
think
do
they would
have
say-
spicy honey.
Yeah, they don't
Then
say
I would
hot
give 'em
chicken.
I think
They don't say hot chicken.
you say spicy chicken,
All right.
spicy honey, or whatever. Like,
But
So-
when you go to a restaurant to eat chicken, you expected it to be
Spicy.
hot. Like warm temperature. Right? Hot the temperature, not
If it's baked.
hot spicy. Well, unless you buy spicy
see, that's
chicken.
what to me.
So to me, if someone says this is hot chicken,
I don't get a hot chicken salad. I get a spicy chicken salad or a cold chicken salad.
yeah.
So I think the same thing. In that format,
'Cause I
that would mean that it's just warm honey
Yeah.
drizzled over whatever it is.
Yes.
But in my thought process, that's stupid, because
You gonna do cold honey on it?
like that's gonna come out like, you know what I mean? Like it's clumpy and like
Yeah, so you warm
so you
that
got
honey
it.
up. Nothing like warm honey on a biscuit, right?
The biscuit's gonna make the.
I just want to cold that. Like,
That's what I'm
damn,
saying.
Ma,
Like so you.
you gonna put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, warm that honey up.
See, and that's my thing. Like, I would have been like, we don't have warm honey. You have regular honey. We can put it on something warm, and hopefully it'll cascade over it. But
If I'm selling something, I'm putting hot honey on front of it. I'm selling rolls. I'm
Hot honey rolls.
man.
So people are gonna be confused driving by. Like, are these spicy? Or?
spicy? I don't want to start my morning off that way.
I'm gonna get this
They
roll,
got jalapenos?
and it's gonna be some warm honey on top. Killing it.
So why is it not called warm honey?
Yes, hot is
It-
provocative. Gets the people going.
Hot honey instead of warm honey.
Hot honey.
Oh, you can have
Oh,
like,
double H's it do. Yeah, okay, I dig that.
like half naked girls serve
Imagine
the.
it's Triple H.
Filmsy, man.
Come on.
That makes me just want to spit in the air right now with
Third
water.
lady game.
Pedigree.
I got 2 words for you.
Sweet. The boys can't do that these days, man. They can't
I
do
got in
nothing.
trouble for doing that at school.
As you should. That's not nothing. You was telling somebody to suck it.
You didn't
That
know
is
what
crazy
you
to
didn't know
me.
what that meant.
Suck it. Oh, I knew. It
I
meant,
was aware.
I was aware of what it meant. I didn't know what it came like. I didn't know the truth behind it. I just knew that I was saying suck it.
I wasn't in tune with all the things that suck it were, but I knew what it meant
Yeah.
to an extent.
And then you hit him with the X and then the
Yeah, I was
open.
about to say that the V
Ooh.
was always like the
I was
final.
like, yeah, that's like, oh,
One,
you're coming
2,
crazy.
3. That's how it was, and that's how I got caught. It was on that third
Yeah.
one.
On that third V.
You
saw
seen
it.
that Key and Peele where he was talking about the hip thrust? Getting the flags, and you do it one more time, they hit him with the.
Oh
Now I got
man.
it. You'd have been good with 2.
But no, you gotta
You
go
don't
for
go
that
open
thrust,
V.
man, that third thrust.
Don't go open V.
The open V. Oh man, that was like what was his name? X Pac. He used to have the coldest suckets, man.
That boy eat it, man.
Coldest
Suckets for real. His suckets was amazing. He used to be real in tune with it too.
This is what
He was wearing the full body leotards, not the Cardi.
That boy was a 1, 2,
Playboy
3
Cardi's?
kid, man.
Man, coming through. You know how many like, in it, but how many like people revamp themselves as
Like failed gimmicks.
yeah,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? That's like,
Oh, that sound bad.
but that's what happened. Like Brooklyn Brawler, he was a failed gimmick that made it.
Or like, well, not going to say failed gimmicks. It might be just switching your arc.
Like
Like you don't switch somebody from a hero to a heel because he failed at being a hero. You just want to try to switch it up sometimes.
oh, okay, true. Dude loved Mankind.
Yep, Rock Maivia, Rock, good Rock. Now he's the bad Rock.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan to Hollywood Hulk Hogan, which I think was the greatest heel turn in the history of wrestling.
Yeah. I'm not. Oh man, I had a crazy joke, but no, it's
Do
Go
it.
ahead.
no,
Do
Go.
it.
it is. I'm telling you now, this is not the. It's not even that good.
All right, well, then let's skip it.
I'll tell everybody. I'll tell you off camera, but it's not even that funny
What?
off camera. It's
You
not.
gotta
Even,
say something in the comments about that.
I know, but seriously, I'm not gonna say it. And you'll know why after, because it's funny to me. It's really not. Okay, I'll just leave it alone. But hey, man,
Is it worse than telling a George Floyd joke?
well, okay, let's put it. David Lucas said a joke about George Floyd. I'm gonna show you the reason why George Floyd got his neck knelt on. And he said, if I was that cop, I wouldn't have knelt on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that nigga. And he said another joke. I mean, he said other stuff in there. I forget. But the whole thing about jokes with me, tasteful, not tasteful, has to be funny. Has to have some type of comedic relevancy behind it. And just because you make a group of people laugh does not mean that it's funny, right? I'm not a comedian for one. So don't take what I'm saying as a comic saying this. This is just what I believe and from what I studied in comedy. Like writing a joke is a task. Knowing what to say, when to say ands, fors, does, heys, who's, those is a task. It's a talent. I think that dude is not funny, personally. I don't think he's funny in anything that he does. I don't think that joke was funny. I don't think that it even came off funny. I don't think that he even related it to anything that was funny. I think that joke, the only reason it hit, because it was one of them oohs.
Did it hit?
It
Or are they getting more talks about it?
it has more talks about it than it
People
didn't.
walking out.
I think it has more talks around it because the people walked out and stuff like that than the joke. Again, the joke to me wasn't funny. I don't care what stage he said it on. I don't care who said that joke. It wouldn't have been funny. I don't think Mike Epps would say that joke. Not because he's not funny. I don't think Mike Epps would say that joke that way. If he was going to say a joke that's funny, Corey Holcomb says crazy stuff. I don't think he's going to say it that way. It's going to come off funny in a certain type of way. That shit was not funny. You're being blatantly disrespectful. You're being blatantly rude and nasty. And if that's your type of shit, cool. Cool, no problem at all. And if you watch his career, I don't watch this motherfucker all the time, but I just watch comedy, right? So he's in a world of comedians. He does this show called Kill Tony, where it's this dude and other comics that sit on stage and they just roast each other. They call comics that's up and coming comics on there and they roast. He's one of them guys that they call up on there and he roast. He's in their Hall of Fame. He's like the third person to get inducted in their Hall of Fame of Kill Tony show. He did the show with the dad jokes where they're sitting at it's a roasting classroom where they're all in a classroom and they just sit up there and roast each other. Again, I've watched this. I'm not his fan, right? So I'm not about to go and I follow him on Instagram. I don't think he's funny personally. So the joke itself wasn't funny. So I don't think that's funny. So to me, you're wrong for what you said. Are you going to come out and apologize and do all that? That's on you. I'm just telling you, I don't think you're funny. I don't think that what you said was funny. But I do find offensive, borderline racist, if not racist, jokes funny. It just has to be funny. That's all I feel about the whole situation.
No, it has to be funny for sure.
Like that's what it's a joke about.
Because I go to comedy shows. Like for instance, let's say that he was a different type of storyteller and was using that to close at the end.
Yeah.
But if you have more clout, more understanding, like we would believe that you have that. But we know based on this, like this just sound kind of, it wasn't funny to begin. Like if
Correct.
you start off with a joke like funny and left it open ended, and I got a possibility you're gonna close in the end with that type of thing, then. But yeah, it's just distasteful.
Yeah.
Like some things you just not trying to joke about. And if you do, like, you go to comedy shows, if you feel you're offended and walk out, I have no issue with you. If you sit there and watch and listen, like, that doesn't make you a racist. Like, I have no issue with it. It's comedy. Comedy is as a whole range of things that if you find funny, you find funny.
Yeah.
Would y'all have walked out?
No, I wouldn't have walked out. I don't think he was a headliner. In fact, I know he wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But I would assume he's not the headliner. And if you are if he is headlining the show, congrats. Right? But personally, I don't think he was a headliner. So if I was there, there's like a 90, me, who I am, there's 100% sure, there's 100% chance I'm not there to see him. Right? For me personally. So no, I'm not walking out because the person that I'm probably there to see is after you.
Or even if I just went to a random comedy. Like, I paid this, I'm here.
Yeah.
I got this time, like.
He might be lame, but there might be somebody else funny after him.
It's bad, but like, yeah, like I came to watch a bunch of people.
Yeah. I'm not walking out.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm here.
And then the walking out with the talking, that's the part where I kind of got to defend him. Not necessarily the him. It's just more along the lines of his craft and his job. Like when you get up and walk out, for one, it's distracting to a comic for one, because now he's questioning what he said or what she said. Like, oh shit, like did I say? Especially if it's a larger group of people that's just getting up walking out. Like, damn, like now you gotta, oh god, like am I fucking up? Like, damn. You know, and I understand that part. The conversation, man, that wasn't funny, dog. That shit was trash. You know what I mean? Like, if you're that angry, I can't stop you. But what I can say is that's rude, right? Because he does have a set, and you could throw him off and mess up his set and everything like that. So that part of it, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, if,
on that, like you can't.
You're messing up with his flow.
Yeah, like if I'm lame terms on this, but if you order food at a restaurant and you say no onions and it comes with onions, like you want to curse them out, like now you're an asshole.
I don't even.
I'm the comedic, and this is my show.
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah. So.
And I fuck up your shit. Like you can't curse me out in the middle of my show.
Let me know.
Yeah, because something I said offended you.
To me, just get up and walk out. If that's what you're going to. But again, if you're going to walk out, yeah, I'm not saying don't leave. I'm not saying because if it's 5 minutes in or whatever, how many minutes in, and like 6 people have walked out. Now he's getting offensive to me and I want to leave. Like, I'm not saying don't leave because it's like, oh man, people walked out messing the show up. No, I'm just saying shut up. Just walk out. You ain't got to be like, you know what I mean? Just get up and walk out. That's all you got to do.
I'm leaving.
Yeah,
like,
don't nobody care. You know what I mean? And then he said like, oh, you already paid. Yeah. Like to me, now that's where you start going in on people.
Now you
especially if they
funny, and it's easy.
And it's easy. You can kind of borderline be rude because they're being rude, right? So like, but again, I don't think that dude's funny. And
People take joy in that.
What, being rude? Hell yeah.
And watching people be rude to one another.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole viral thing.
Going viral, yeah. But like I said, I don't think he's a funny guy, personally. So I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, shouts out to him for doing his thing. But the joke was terrible, distasteful. And I like comedy.
A whole bunch of crazy jokes, but that was just bad.
I watch a lot of comedy. Yeah. I watch a lot of comics. I watch people that say things that
I've heard some borderline stuff.
I've watched some stuff that offended me and I'm still laughing, but I'm offended. You know, I'm thoroughly offended to what he said. Like I'm talking about to my core. Like this offends me. But it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really funny. Like it's beyond funny. It's so funny that I'm offended. Cause now I want to look deeper into it. And it's just a joke. And the funniest part about the joke is it's true. What he's saying is absolutely true.
Most funny jokes are.
Not that guy, but yeah, man.
Well, that's why I said funny jokes.
Yeah.
At first I was like, when I heard it, because it was like, damn, like you said, it was more like a, oh shit.
If he would have backed it with something, man, beautiful. If he would have backed it with something, beautiful.
But it just, that was it. And it's like, okay.
Even if you,
like
that clip that we watched.
Said if it was built into the show where like,
bro, the clip that we watched.
Talk about it and build it up. And then you end with this
Something.
and it all makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, from earlier.
Nah, the clip that we watch is just a small clip. If you intake the full clip of it, it's just something to say. It's just something to say. Like, if a comic was on stage and somebody was like, you better shut up. He was like, man, shut up before I come down there and slap the shit out you like Will Smith. It's just something to say. Say, for instance, it was Chris Rock down there and he said something. And that was your response to him. It's like, damn, you're rude as a motherfucker.
Or let's say it was Chris Rock, right? And they took this small clip out of here. But the whole bit was him talking about policemen being scared of black men. And he was joking on that. So they took the small clip of that, saying how he didn't joke on this guy being scared. And it's fucked up that it's killing us. But, playing a joke on that. And this is a small clip that they took. They talked about 8 or 9 different murders.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I say. Like, I think it was.
Yeah. I that's why I say I don't. If it's part of the show, then, like, it might be a bad, but I'm not saying, oh, he did that. But that was terrible.
Yeah, that was
I don't
terrible.
know if it's part of the show or not, or if he had a running joke or some continuity to it. But, yeah, that just sounded bad.
No, it was an outlandish comment that he thought was funny. And again, I'm all for the comedy. Just make it funny, brother. And I'm not saying it has to be funny to every single person. But if you there's jokes out there that comedians, you can go ask real live comedians and ask them. There's people that say shit that's like, wow. And they'll tell you, like, if it's funny, bro. You don't have to like it, but funny is funny.
Yep.
You're going to make people laugh, whether it's racist, the mean, bullying, whatever it is. It's funny. That's just me. We'll leave it at that. But y'all got anything before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Appropriately offensive. Check it out. We got
That's funny.
Couple guests coming up for the next couple episodes. Hopefully, we're trying to fill everything out. So
For sure.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's it?
That's it, man. I have nothing else in my life going on.
That boy.
Nah, it's just work and family and all that stuff. And
Yeah, trust me. We had that episode where we was just trying to make up a scenario for you alone. You're the only person that brought your family, so we know. We know if anything you're doing for some type of life, it's family. You know what I mean? We know that. He's involving them in hypothetical situations that involves none of them. He said, bring them in.
you would have thought I watched Fast and Furious or something.
I'm lost.
10. What?
It's all about the family.
I ain't got nothing. It is all about the family.
It is all about the. Yeah, I was about to say Benjamins, but that was family's better.
Well, if your family name is the Benjamins, that would be perfect.
True.
That would be dope. Yeah, y'all, it's all about the Benjamins. We're poor.
That'd be a dope little show. Although they already got the movie, but that'd be pretty dope. But yeah, nothing. Hey man, we'll appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all watching. Hey man, first, no disrespect to that dude, man. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to come off like I don't like him. I don't know the guy, but
You basically said he needed to apologize for telling a shitty joke.
no, I didn't say that. I'm saying if that's what if he don't feel the need to, you don't have to. All I'm saying is that shit wasn't funny.
No,
That's it.
I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So no disrespect to you, Mr. Lucas, but yeah, man. Thanks for y'all tuning in. Thanks for y'all watching. T Broski, King Daniel. Shouts out to Corey for coming in. Shouts out to Appropriately Offensive. And this is BrosTalk. We are out of here.
Another session with the bros talk, where the beer's ice cold. Bros talk.